Radio, the final frontier. Join John, Brian, and Dalton on the Wake Up Crew. Their ongoing mission: to explore news, traffic, weather, and fun. To boldly go where no show has gone before.
And good morning. It's Monday, February 10th, 2025, episode 1590. 1590. I'm John Dinkins.
I'm Dalton Barrett.
And I'm Brian Barrett.
That intro, by the way, was made before the days of AI. I paid an impressionist of Patrick Stewart to record that.
Now you can just do
I
it.
could just say it myself and
Yeah.
run it through an AI.
You know, those guys that make money doing that kind of stuff, they're out of luck, aren't they?
Yep.
I mean,
Yep.
really.
I didn't pay it much, let's be honest.
Yeah. Valentine's Day and City Teacher Workday is Friday.
Woohoo!
President's Day and no school for city and county is next Monday. So,
Woo-woo.
a lot of things coming up. We've talked about Valentine's Day. Super Bowl. How did you spend your Super Bowl Sunday?
Me and Megan just watched together. That was all.
That's it?
Yep.
And you?
I passively watched, flipped over a little bit, wanted to see how the halftime thing was going to go, and then I didn't watch anything else after that.
You didn't watch it. You watched The Ranch.
No, that's my end of
That's what
day.
he falls asleep to the ranch.
I usually watch one episode, and then I'm tired, and I go to sleep. I usually turn it off, unless I'm fall asleep during it, and then I skip like 6 episodes before Netflix says, "Are you still watching?" and then shuts off.
Oh, yeah.
Kendrick Lamar, halftime show.
Yeah, yeah. Well,
They had the beep button ready to go. The delay.
we had a little bit of a family get together, not a big one, but I don't do much for Super Bowl anymore. I used to have a bunch of people come over.
Some of the guys from church, some of the students went to the church to watch the game there, but I didn't partake in that. So,
and so you didn't
On the
even
big screen?
get to see the commercials then.
Not really.
Yeah. The past few years, they've not been as good as they used to be.
it's.
I think it's kind of lost its glamour a little bit.
I know one weird thing I noticed this year, and I didn't watch it on this platform, was it was on Tubi. The game was on Tubi this year.
Oh.
And what I think the way Tubi would have done that is they would have run their own ads, which I think might be part of why, people are watching in lots of different places. So if, people are watching on Peacock, Peacock's going to have their own commercials. If people are watching on TV, TV's going to have its own commercials. Tubi's going to have its own commercials. So I'm curious if that's kind of taken some of the energy out of it.
May have. And another thing is they show them before Super Bowl. They have these unveilings.
Yeah.
Right.
And so I don't, it's not a surprise as much anymore.
And if I really wanted to, I could, for the same amount of money, get 4 times as many people to see my commercial if I drop it on YouTube or whatever. Like the money is more worth it in other avenues. So that's probably part of it too.
I saw the Dun Kings for Duncan are back with Ben and Casey Affleck. So they had that commercial back. And what is her name? Who played, was it Jessica? No. I can't remember what she used to, when Harry Met Sally, they did kind of a...
Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah, I got that
when
when
Sally
I saw that
met
one.
Hellman's.
Yeah, yeah. The
Who is that actress, though? That's not Ally McBeal, is it?
Meg Ryan.
Oh, okay.
The
No, I'm talking about in the commercial that I saw. I don't think it was Meg Ryan in the commercial, was it? Oh, okay, cool.
It was Billy Crystal and Meg Ryan
Gotcha.
reenacting that.
Yeah, okay.
She looks a lot different now. She's 60.
Well, yeah.
Not instead of 30.
That's why I didn't recognize her.
Yeah. So
Time is a cruel mistress.
Yeah, it certainly is. And one thing you talk about, I've like in football, watching NFL this year, I didn't watch a single game, like sit down and watch a game itself. I just turn it on the NFL Network and I just look at the replays that they show all day long, and so you catch up. It's kind of like NFL Sunday Ticket, but
Right.
it's not quite.
Well, and young people like teenagers and stuff are doing the same thing, but they're getting all their clips on TikTok or Reels or whatever, especially basketball. It's really hit because that preteen age group has always been a huge watcher of the of the NBA. But this year, they're all just watching clips from games on their phone.
NBA's down television wise. I mean, they're in trouble. I mean, they've even brought it up and said it's not going very well.
Well, even some of the coaches on the coaches show this year have said, our guys just don't watch basketball anymore. They watch clips on their phone.
Yeah. They don't care about the score or who's winning. They just care about the
cool
stunts.
moves.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, we've got weather coming up. It's 6:17. Glad you're with us.
Checking your Rutherford County weather. For today, we're looking at lots of sunshine with a high near 52. As we head into tonight, rain showers likely return before midnight under cloudy skies with a low around 39, east-northeast winds at 5 to 10. As we head into Tuesday, rain showers look likely under cloudy skies with a high near 47, northeast winds around 5 miles per hour. Tuesday night, rain showers continue under cloudy skies, low around 40 degrees. I'm weatherology meteorologist Jay Marslick with your Wake Up Crew forecast. Right now, it's 32 degrees.
Stickers, labels, we do a lot of direct mail, booklets, manuals, programs. My name is Jeff Carlton. I handle sales and marketing for Franklin's Printworks here at Murfreesboro. We are at 2227 South Park Drive. Franklin's Printworks has been in Murfreesboro for over 25 years. We are a full-service commercial printer. We offer everything from business cards to brochures, booklets to banners, everything in between. Our website is franklinsprinting.org.
Shopping for your DIY projects, odds are at the Habitat Restore.
We got it.
If you have a painting project going on, we have plenty of paint supplies. Come see us here at the Habitat Restore.
Find it at the Restore.
If you need batteries, come to the Restore.
We got it at the Habitat Restore.
850 Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Boulevard in Murfreesboro.
Remember, we got it today at the Habitat Restore, but it may be gone tomorrow.
We got it, yeah.
At Middle Tennessee Electric, we see the lines that link us all, illuminating our neighborhoods, empowering our businesses, and helping us to recharge. Because we believe in the power of good energy. Whether it comes from our grids, the sun, or a kind heart. And as your family and our region continue to grow, you can trust that we'll always be there for you. Middle Tennessee Electric, bringing good energy.
Murfreesboro Funeral Home and Cremation Services.
People that come in to pre-plan their funerals and put it down in writing makes it a whole lot easier on the children at the time of their death. This is what Mama wanted. This is what we're going to do.
Visit murfreesborofuneralhome.com.
This is Wade Hayes from Toots Restaurants. One of the things that put us on the map here in Rutherford County was our daily specials. Now you can go to our website, toots.com, and click on the Daily Specials tab to see what those are.
Hey, this is Jack Hayes. Come over to Toots Restaurants and play our cool arcade games. And while you're at it, come check out our menus.
Thank you, Rutherford County.
Thank you for dining with us since 1985.
Thank you for dining with us for 40 years.
I'm a single mom, and as you can imagine, it's a fight sometimes just to get out the door. But when I need new tires or something's wrong with my car, I need to head to someone I can trust. I go to Tire World.
Tire World, we keep your family rolling.
Tire World, locally owned and operated.
From the Fox Sports Studios in Los Angeles, here's Steve DeSager.
Domination from the Philadelphia Eagles in Super Bowl 59, beating up the Chiefs. 40-22 was the final. It wasn't that close.
Going to run some clock, or maybe throw the dagger. Hurts going deep for it all. Devontae Smith, he has got it. Touchdown.
So the Eagles led 34-0 late third quarter, 40-22 the final. Jalen Hurts with 3 total touchdowns was named Super Bowl MVP. On the ground, 11 carries, 72 yards rushing for Hurts. That's a Super Bowl record for a quarterback rushing the ball. It was a halftime lead of 24-0 Philadelphia, and Kansas City only had 1 first down in the first half. Among the 3 NBA games Sunday, Milwaukee beat Philadelphia 135-127. Damian Lillard scored 43 points. Giannis Antetokounmpo was out again and will be out through the All-Star break with a sore calf. Anthony Davis of Dallas could miss multiple weeks.
The Wake Up Crew, WGNS.
With John Dinkins, Brian Barrett, and Dalton Barrett.
It's 6:21. You're listening to the Wake Up Crew on this Monday. It's a post-Super Bowl Monday. And this is the day you don't want to go to work. This is the day that they're supposed to say you got a day off because the Super Bowl was on Sunday.
You can come in late, but
yeah.
Well,
you can't even don't do remotes. You can't do remote things anymore hardly.
There was maybe it was last year or the year before. There was, it can't pass anything through Congress apparently, but there was a bill that was going to make the day after the Super Bowl a national holiday.
Yeah, that was kind of talked about. I wish they would. I really do. I mean, it's everybody's out, everybody's doing something.
But with this year's Super Bowl watch time, that'll never happen.
Well, maybe not, but it'd be a good idea, I think.
Yeah.
I mean, we close for everything else,
You know the one I really wish they'd do? I wish they would move Halloween. Make Halloween the last Friday of October instead of doing it on the 31st.
No, not Friday.
Well, not for you guys, but for the average kid. That way they're not out late and then they got to get up and go to school the next day and whatever.
Well, they should be at home anyway.
It's for this holiday's for children.
It's All Hallows
If
Eve.
anybody needed a day after, it should be Halloween.
Yeah, for kid. I mean, for like a little kid.
And they're all pumped up on sugar, and the teachers get mad at them, and they don't work very well at work either.
They're all tired.
Yeah. So.
And parents of those kids are all tired because they've had to sort through the candy and all that kind of stuff.
They had to have a Halloween party.
Right.
I mean, there's a lot of things to take into consideration when you're doing those kind of things.
That's why I think, and
Just
I know,
skip it.
like for football, it would be a whole can of worms. But if Halloween were the last Friday of the month, it would be helpful for little kids.
Yeah, then you wouldn't have to cancel any. I mean, you wouldn't have to get out.
And every that football game would always be, you could do a big Halloween thing with that game every year or something.
Yeah.
You know.
I'm hoping they do that sometime. We're powered by Middle Tennessee Electric. Through Sharing Change, MTE has contributed over $11 million to local nonprofits supporting meaningful causes in our community. Learn more at sharingchange.org. We've got Valentine's songs this week. Looking forward to this. And here is number one.
Yeah, the songs have to have Valentine in the title.
She said that someday soon the sun was gonna shine, and she was right. This love of mine.
Well, that's a
Valentine.
unmistakable voice there. That's Paul McCartney. Kind of a slow ballad, isn't it?
Yeah.
Not my favorite Paul McCartney
No,
song.
it's called My Valentine, and it's not my favorite either.
I will say, though, the Valentine's Day song's better than the Groundhog's Day songs.
Yeah, so far. We've got 4 more days. Brian Gaither is today's Good Neighbor of the Day for keeping the county safe with his hard work and dedication at Rutherford County EMS. Brian's going to receive flowers from Jenny Harrison and the family over at Ryan Flowers Coffee and Gifts and News Radio WGNS.
So congratulations to Brian. Help us out with a good neighbor. Text neighbor to our number, 615-893-1450 or WGNSradio.com/good neighbor. Also, birthdays and anniversaries for yesterday and today. Call or text those in. We're taking them now.
And it's 6:24. You're listening to the Wake Up Crew on a Monday.
The residents at Stones River Manor love the environment.
I just really like it. Of course, I'm in an apartment and I can come and go and do kind of what I want to.
Stones River Manor, serving the community since 1977.
My husband felt much better when he passed away that I was taken care of here. We got married in 58 and in 60 he went in Air Force.
Stones River Manor in Murfreesboro, near the intersection of Haynes Drive and Memorial Boulevard.
Here's Dr. Craig McCabe at McCabe Vision Center.
If you're listening now, you're 50 years or older, have you had an eye exam in the last year? I mean, a thorough dilated eye exam, not just where you go in to get glasses, but a medical eye exam.
Dr. Craig McCabe, the eye doctor you hear on the radio.
Like so many, the key is getting diagnosed and treated early.
McCabe Vision Center on Heritage Park Drive, just off Memorial, behind SunTrust Bank.
Access Tennessee News, I'm Will Ludwig. The TBI is investigating an incident in Fayette County that resulted in the death of one man following an exchange with deputies. It happened Sunday at a gas station on exit 42 off I-40. Deputies say they were responding to a report of a stabbing, and when they confronted the suspect, the situation escalated, resulting in at least one deputy shooting his weapon, striking him. Another person was stabbed and wounded by the suspect during the incident. He was treated and released. No officers were injured, and names have not been released. A legal battle could be brewing over the proposed plan for some state lawmakers to rename the Nashville International Airport after President Trump. Republican Representative Todd Warner filed the bill. As WKRN reports, a 2023 state law that replaced the mayor-appointed Airport Authority Board with a state-appointed board is still in litigation. Nashville sued Tennessee over the law, and a 3-judge panel sided with the city and struck it down. It's also unclear how much a massive rebranding campaign would cost. More news in 30 seconds.
Chronic absenteeism is on the rise.
Sophia A. absent.
Julio M. absent.
These absences are often due to the absence of crucial needs like food, transportation, and health care.
Olivia H. absent.
Preston L. absent.
But site coordinators from communities and schools connect kids to the resources they need so they show up prepared and ready to learn.
Jacob O.
Present.
Visit communitiesinschools.org. Being present matters.
This marks the conclusion of Tennessee's Songwriters Week, a time set aside to allow songwriters to showcase their work in front of judges and venues across the state. Towns big and small played host to songwriters from across the nation. The winners from the community level will now move to a regional final with the grand finale at the Franklin Theater in front of music industry leaders on March 1st. Will Ludley, Access Tennessee News.
The Wake Up Crew, WGNS.
With John Dinkins, Brian Barrett, and Dalton Barrett.
627, you're listening to the Wake Up Crew, and coming up, we've got Good Neighbor Events. We've got Rewind with Brandon Brooks, another check of the forecast, and our first look at traffic coming up. And also, Today in History, I can't forget that. And rather a decent list today at Today in History. Mm-hmm. It's not too short, but it's not real long, so we should be fine.
Did you notice anything different on your Monday sheet?
There's a heart on it?
Yeah.
Aww.
Put a little heart on there.
Yeah. Is it
for
on
the whole week?
Is it on every page?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
It's the week of love.
A lot of work goes into this.
Oh, gosh.
Putting these sheets together.
I'm not lying.
Well, you know.
Want to make sure that you have all the information you could ever need each day at your fingertips.
Oh, yeah. I've got a complaint.
Uh-oh.
The post office, man, they don't get the mail in time anymore like they used to. What's up with that?
Nah.
You don't worry about it? I mean, you don't worry about it?
I mean, I pay all my bills online.
Well, we get mail that we need.
Yes.
And we had one missing that was had cash in it or check in it. And so there you go. But they've been slow, and I only pay by mail through two things, 2 checks, and they're the ones that give me the most problem. But I really hate to go into that everything electronic. When your check card changes, the expiration, that's an issue, isn't it?
No, I don't do anything automatic.
Oh, okay.
Mine are not on automatic payments.
Oh,
I go
okay.
in and pay for the things
online.
Okay. That's how I do mine.
That's how you do yours too, isn't it?
So I have 2 checking accounts. One is the one that's connected to my card, and another is what I call bill pay. And so I will, if my bills are $1,200 for that time that I'm doing bills, I'll transfer that into the bill pay. And then it comes out of that account. And I don't even balance my checkbook like you used to do back in the day because I know whatever's in bill pay is going to take it down to zero until the next time I put it over. And then I go through and on my the bank website, I pay that bill. And even if they don't have an electronic thing, the bank will send a check on your behalf written from your account to like Middle Tennessee Electric.
It's not a problem with everybody, but there's a couple of places that if you get a new card and the date's different, the expiration date, they can it. Well, that's a problem, but not all of them do that.
Yeah, well, and if it's not automatic payments, you just next time you pay, go in and update your card. That's what I do.
Yeah.
So
it happens here all the time, and there's so many, with a business, there's so many little things that, $10 here, $15 there, and depending on what card is on file, and then if you don't see the email that says, we tried to process your payment and it didn't work, and then all of a sudden something doesn't work anymore, it's like, well, why did this happen?
Well, what makes me mad is when they send it and they say you're late. They don't say we couldn't process your payment. They don't say anything. They just said you're late.
Right.
Here's 15 days. That hurts your credit.
Only if it's past 30 days.
That's true. You're absolutely right there.
Catch it early.
That's right. And sometimes they do. Sometimes they don't. It's time for, I was waiting for the introduction, but it's today.
It's time for
In History.
Today in History.
Stereo.
When you turn to Turner Security, powered by TechCore, you can leave your security issues is at the door. Turn to Turner Security.
You're a good neighbor station, WGNS. Ask not what your country can do for you.
I'm Ryan Barrett.
Ask what you can do for your country.
I'm John Dinkins.
I have a dream.
This is Dalton Merritt.
Tear down this wall.
Back on.
It is now.
I understand the concept.
We're just talking off air about how
but
John.
it takes like an hour and a half introduction, is what I'm saying. Just saying. You know?
We need to do away with the intro altogether. No voiceover, just.
Yeah, that'd be great. I could go for that, or at least a different version. You know. Baseball outlaws all pitches involving tampering with ball. They outlaw it. You can't tamper with the ball. 1920, 1933 delivery of the first singing telegram.
I bet it got there on time.
1939 Stagecoach Western film directed by John Ford. 1940 In the Mood by Glenn Miller hits number 1.
Taker's partner swing around.
Well, back in 1941, that was very popular music, and it's upbeat.
That's in every World War II movie.
Absolutely. 1940, Tom and Jerry, cartoon created by William Hanna and Joseph Barbera. Oh, I remember this music.
And that music right there is in every World War II movie.
That's right.
It's just kidding.
And 1979, Rod Stewart peaks at number 1 with Do You Think I'm Sexy?
Glad I wore my V-neck today.
Oh, jeez. More to come. We've got Rewind with Brandon Brooks. Stay with us here on the Wake Up Crew, and hopefully Brian will go into another room at 6:33.
This is CBS Rewind. February 10th, 1972. David Bowie and his band played a pub in London, appearing for the first time as Ziggy Stardust and the Spiders from Mars. This date in 1977. The Clash began recording their debut album in London. February 10th, 1992.
Kunta Kinte. Oh, no, that's your African name.
Roots author Alex Haley died.
Hear me, oh African.
He was 70.
Really? All three.
I'm Brendan Brooks, and that's Rewind.
At Progressive, we're making things even easier. We'll help you bundle your home and car insurance together so you can save on both. Learn more at Progressive.com or 1-800-PROGRESSIVE.
Checking your Rutherford County weather. For today, we're looking at lots of sunshine with a high near 52. As we head into tonight, rain showers likely return before midnight under cloudy skies with a low around 39, east-northeast winds at 5 to 10. As we head into Tuesday, rain showers look likely under cloudy skies with a high near 47, northeast winds around 5 miles per hour. Tuesday night, rain showers continue under cloudy skies, low around 40 degrees. I'm weatherology meteorologist Jay Marslick with your Wake Up Crew forecast. Right now, it's 32 degrees.
Des Moines is trying to build once again, coming out of Murfreesboro, Rutherford County with that volume on 24, coming westbound there at 840, headed towards the Antioch area. It's cranking up pretty good. I-40 in from Dixon County out around Highway 46. There's been radar this morning on I-40 coming through Kingston Springs, so watch your speed. Hey, when you need dependable towing, make sure you call STR Towing and Recovery, serving all surrounding counties here in the Middle Tennessee area. STRtow.com. I'm Commander Chuck with your on-time traffic.
This is Good Neighbor Events with Bart Walker. Brought to you by the law offices of John Day and Americare Pest Control.
I've got pests, bees, buzzing, rodents running all through my house. Ants chewing wood, and look, there's a mouse. I'm overrun with pests, but you're gonna be sure, safe and secure. It's the last rites for those pests. Call the best of the best to get rid of your pests.
893-7111. AmeriCare Services Incorporated. Call us today. 893-7111.
WGNS reminds you this is Valentine's Week. Do something special for the one you love. That's now through this weekend. If you've lost a loved one, there's a free grief support group every Wednesday. It's absolutely free. 10 o'clock every Wednesday. And the St. Clair Street Senior Center is at 325 St. Clair Street here in Murfreesboro. And also we remind you the Parkinson Support Group meets on the first and third Friday of each month at 10 o'clock, also at the St. Clair Street Senior Center. There's a DAR marker rededication set for Saturday afternoon, 2 o'clock, February the 22nd, and it was originally placed on Highway 96 back in 1956 by the DAR's Hardy-Murphy chapter. Make your reservations through Andrea Calfee. There will be a reception at the conclusion of the ceremony. MMC Pediatrics will be presenting the 6th Annual Storybook Breakfast, Saturday morning, March 1st. Check with our friends at United Way about the 6th Annual Storybook Breakfast. Those are WGNS Good Neighbor events.
If someone asked, "What's your more?" would you be surprised? Well, at First Bank, knowing your more is where we start. Whether it's seeing your kid's college graduation, seeing the world, or seeing the ocean from your patio, your more helps us see who you are. That's why First Bank offers you more time, more access to local lenders and leaders, more answers, and more products. So tell us, what's your more? First Bank. Bank local. Get more. Member FDIC.
Find it at the Restore, yeah.
Welcome to the Restore. What are you looking for today?
Do you have any area rugs?
We got it. And all of our lighting is 50% off here at the Restore.
Find it at the Restore.
If you need trim or molding, come on down here to see us at the Restore.
The Habitat Restore at 850 Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Boulevard in Murfreesboro.
Remember, we got it today, but it may be gone tomorrow. Find it at the Restore, yeah.
What I like to think about Adam's Place is it's sort of a pipeline.
Alan Butcher.
You enter in at the independent living end of it, and you go as far as you can. It just happens that my wife is in the memory unit, so I'm able to go over and see her each day, and that works out real well.
Hi, this is Terry Deal at Adams Place. Call me for more information about Adams Place. Phone 615-904-9111.
Adams Place on Memorial across from Walmart.
At Middle Tennessee Electric, we see the lines that link us all, illuminating our neighborhoods, empowering our businesses, and helping us to recharge. Because we believe in the power of good energy. Whether it comes from our grids, the sun, or a kind heart. And as your family and our region continue to grow, you can trust that we'll always be there for you. Middle Tennessee Electric, bringing good energy.
The Wake Up Crew, WGNS.
This is the Wake Up Crew with John Dinkins, Brian Barrett, and Dalton Barrett.
It's time for the dad joke of the day. Oh, nice guy.
21 before the hour. We had an interesting week with Dad Joke last week. We had all kinds of things.
I remember it being a pretty good week. When
it was a good week, but
first.
But it was some weird stuff going on.
Yeah, I had to do the tie.
Yeah, and then I think something happened weird Friday too. I'm not sure, but
and there was another one that the setup didn't get set up right.
Yeah, and I think I messed that one up.
Yeah,
but he still managed to get a thumbs up on every one of them. So
yeah,
there you go. I like the tie thing after I thought about it for a while. Except he should have already had the tie, like, in your hand, because it was like kind of haphazard.
He did give it to me before it started.
Well, that was kind of part of the whole setup,
But I mean, yeah, tell him you're going to tie a tie right before it. You're going to tie a tie, but don't do it right now. You know what I mean? Okay, here's your dad joke. Nobody cares. Am I the only person on this show today? Okay, fine.
No, I care.
What do you mean we're talking to you?
Thanks for your input.
We were talking. I talked.
Do you know why ducks have tail feathers?
I don't know.
To cover their butt quacks.
Yep, that was good.
Oh.
Maybe choke on my water.
That was a good one. 641 here on the Wake Up Crew. It's John and these other two guys.
CBS News Brief. President Trump announces more tariffs on imports.
Any steel coming into the United States is going to have a 25% tariff.
What about aluminum, sir?
aluminum gel.
Trump's cost-cutting measures face several challenges in court. They include a federal court hearing on his proposed government employee buyouts this afternoon. Minnesota Democrat Ilhan Omar on CBS's Face the Nation.
We are seeing an executive branch that has decided that they are no longer going to abide by the Constitution in honoring Congress's role.
The Philadelphia Eagles have landed football's coveted Lombardi Trophy after their 40-22 blowout of Kansas City in the Super Bowl. KC was looking for its third Super Bowl win in a row. The Chiefs' Xander Mason says they'll be back.
Tough love, it is what it is. It's football. Next year, we're a good team. Y'all know we got to do some improvement on our line.
CBS News Brief. I'm Peter King.
Now an update from the WGNSradio.com News Center.
In Murfreesboro, investigators have arrested Eworth A. Chesney, age 50, following a tragic two-car collision on Middle Tennessee Boulevard. Chesney has been charged with 2 counts of vehicular homicide and 1 count of aggravated assault. The crash, which occurred on January 27th, involved a Nissan Rogue that collided with a Mazda sedan. The female driver of the Mazda survived, but 2 passengers in the vehicle tragically lost their lives. Silvio Victor, age 35, from Antioch, passed away at the scene, while a 5-year-old child was transported to the Vanderbilt Medical Center, and after nearly 5 days in critical condition, the child passed away on February the 1st. Chesney was arrested on February 5th and remains in custody as police continue their investigation into the events leading up to the crash. The case will now be heard in Rutherford County Circuit Court. Meanwhile, in Nashville, discount retailer Bargain Hunt has announced the closure of all of its stores, including 3 key locations in Rutherford County. That includes 2 in Murfreesboro and 1 in Smyrna. This decision comes as part of a broader restructuring effort and follows the recent closure of Bargain Hunt's distribution center in Antioch, Tennessee, which resulted in nearly 300 job losses. A going out of business sale is now underway at the Murfreesboro and Smyrna stores, offering significant discounts on all merchandise. The company's closure comes amid challenges facing discount retailers across the country, including Dirt Cheap, which recently filed for bankruptcy and closed all of its locations, including stores in Murfreesboro and Smyrna. That's all for now. If you're looking for more local news in a quick and digestible format, check out the Rutherford Roundup podcast, available on Spotify, iTunes, and YouTube. I'm Dalton Barrett with News Radio WGNS, and I'll talk to you later.
The Good Neighbor Network, on air and online at WGNSradio.com. Rutherford County's most trusted source for local news.
For 75 years, Murfreesboro Medical Clinic has been a cornerstone of health and compassion in our community. From our humble beginnings to the advanced, comprehensive care we offer today, our commitment to you has never wavered. With 8 locations across Murfreesboro and Middle Tennessee and over 100 physicians, we continue to provide the highest standard of care. Then, now, and always, your health is our mission.
At Middle Point, we want to be part of the solution. That's why we're making significant investments in proactively enhancing our facilities to integrate sustainable solutions.
Mike Klassen with Middle Point Landfill.
We invite you to learn more about us at middlepointlandfill.com.
Middle Point Landfill is an environmentally safe, economical, and reliable solution for solid waste for Rutherford County.
Republic Services, we are sustainability in action.
We are together almost every day, keeping people's hair from looking like hay. Oh yeah, those were those hairy days. Hello, this is Charlie Pitts, home of the non-smoking hairstyle and salon. Come on down.
At Heritage South Community Credit Union, you won't find crazy promotions with pages of requirements. You won't find endless phone trees with computer voices. You won't find an out-of-state bank focused on turning a profit. Instead, we help when others won't. We've been doing that for our community since we started in a pencil factory in Shelbyville almost 70 years ago. If you're tired of big banks, it's time to try your local community credit union. Visit heritagesouth.org to learn more. Insured by NCUA.
I am Charlotte Gardner. I've lived at Adams Place for 3 years. After my husband died, I didn't want to cook for one anymore. Everything just got too tedious.
How long did you look around?
I did not look around. I did not even consider any place else.
Hi, this is Terry Deal at Adams Place. Call me for more information about Adams Place. Phone 615-904-9111.
Adams Place on Memorial across from Walmart.
Man on the Street Newsmakers, brought to you by Old National Bank in Murfreesboro.
Friends? Yes. The financial partners whom you've built a relationship with at Old National Bank are still at the Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Boulevard location, right here in the borough. And so are the warm, homemade cookies.
Cookies are ready, dear.
Like Grandma used to make. If you need online and mobile banking, Murfreesboro's Old National Bank does that too. You and Old National Bank, better together.
Old National Bank at 2230 Dr. MLK Jr. Boulevard. Old National Bank, member FDIC.
Information you need about preparing your will and estate plans.
Some families don't have an estate plan in place.
It's a really tough topic. You know, my dad several times said, I'm not going to worry about all that. You can just take care of that when things go. But I think it's something that's really important, and I think he has started to see the importance of that as well.
And that's local attorney Sonia Wright.
Well, nobody wants to talk about death. Unfortunately, it usually comes up once someone has passed away or once there is something happening.
How long does it take to put this together?
It's an ongoing process. We can come in and we can get your wills done quickly because it's not something that you just set up and then you're done. I mean, you need to think about the changes in your life. We have a questionnaire that we send out that kind of gives the overview of everything. And then we set up a time to meet with the individual, make sure that we understand exactly what the needs are.
I've heard some scary stories about people who decide to put it together themselves.
You know, we definitely have a do-it-yourself mindset. We actually had someone that hand wrote out some of their wishes, and unfortunately, because it didn't meet the requirements in Tennessee, those wishes probably will not be upheld for them.
It's never too early to do your estate planning, and that's information you need from WGNS.
The Wake Up Crew, WGNS.
With John Dinkins, Brian Barrett, and Dalton Barrett.
It's 6:48 here on the Wake Up Crew, and we are so glad that you're with us. Please drive carefully out there this morning. And eggs.
Eggs.
They're expensive.
Always.
Waffle House is charging you, what, a surcharge of 50 cents if you order eggs?
Something like that.
Yeah.
So, it's not something like that. It is definitely that.
And so Cracker Barrel is now, I guess, to battle Waffle House. They're saying they'll give you points if you order eggs.
Wow.
You know, so I guess that's a battle of the two restaurants.
You'll get points?
Yeah.
They have a rewards points system.
At Cracker Barrel?
They're called pigs, aren't they? Something like that. Yeah.
I still would go to Waffle House over Cracker Barrel any day of the week.
Really?
I love Waffle House.
It just has to depend on the mood I'm in. Most of the time, I'm going to pick a Waffle House.
Yeah.
Number one, it's faster. You can go in there by yourself if you need to. You can order easily, curb service. You don't have.
And there's an experience that comes from being at a Waffle House that you just don't get anywhere else.
But sometimes
maybe you get that experience at a Denny's.
Particularly with the family, I like going to Cracker Barrel every once in a while because I can't fit everybody in our family.
That's true.
You know, it's kind of hard.
I have got an official press release from Waffle House.
Oh, read
that
it,
explains.
Please. Yeah.
The continuing egg shortage is caused by the bird flu.
Uh-huh.
It's not necessarily prices. The prices are up because of bird flu.
Right.
50 cents per egg surcharge, and the reason they did it on just the eggs is they didn't want to up their prices on everything to make up the difference. So the prices, if you don't get eggs, the price of your
cheesesteak melt hash brown bowl
is the same.
Yeah. But it makes sense.
Yeah.
But Cracker Barrel is what I'm saying is they're taking control.
That's because Cracker Barrel's prices are already through the roof.
and they probably need the business.
And this does say it's a temporary 50 cent per egg. So if you get 2 eggs, it's $1. So
what do you get an omelet? How much is it?
I don't know.
That's 3 eggs.
Do
Three eggs. 3 eggs to make an omelet, I think.
Yeah.
Okay. So it's an extra $1.50.
Yeah, $1.50.
Yeah. With their omelets already like $7. So
yeah.
You know.
And it says we're continuously monitoring egg prices and will adjust or remove the surcharge as market conditions allow.
I went to a Subway place the other day. And those everything food's getting expensive.
Yeah, it is.
I mean, I I bought a giant sub, and it was like $14. I mean, I'm like, gosh, wow, for a sandwich.
Well, I heard last Friday in New York, they have, like these live markets where you can go out and get, live poultry and stuff, kind of like they do in other countries. They've shut those down because of bird flu.
Yeah.
There. So, I mean, your chicken is higher, all your poultry is higher.
I'm wondering if it's going to get to a point where you won't have any eggs at all.
Well,
the real problem is it's not just high at the restaurant.
Right.
It's high in the store.
Right.
Like it's, that's where
I did go into Kroger the other day, and I happened to see a pretty good amount of eggs. That was good.
Yeah.
Should we even eat the eggs?
You might get the bird flu.
I don't want to start a rumor, but
I don't know that we're susceptible to that, are we? I don't think so.
If it ever gets into human, then it's a problem.
I mean, I know humans have got the bird flu before.
Yeah.
That was like a big thing back in what? I was in elementary school, I think. Maybe I was in middle school.
Obama,
yeah,
I think.
I was probably in middle school.
What? You remember the H1N1 thing?
Mm.
That's the one where...
that was the swine flu.
That's the one where I had to go to... I was at the county hospital, health department.
Okay.
And we were all lined up, big long line, and I've got got Samantha in my arms. She's a little bitty thing, but I had to get a shot. And she has an accident in her pants. And the car's like 2 miles away, and I don't have a diaper. We stood in that line for like an hour, and people are like, It wasn't good.
So that happened last week?
No, I'm
just kidding. She's gonna kill
40,
me.
Oh, jeez. You know what? You're trying to ruin all my friends and my relatives. It's not working. They know it's you.
Oh, do they?
Yeah. Jeez.
I'm staying out of this one.
I don't know what's gotten into, both of you, actually.
What did I do, John?
Let's do some birthdays. You think you can do that?
Yes, I may.
Yes, I may.
Happy birthday to you.
Okay, here we
Good luck
go.
with this first one, buddy.
Boris Pasternak.
Wow.
Russian novelist and poet. He wrote Dr. Zhivago. 1930, Robert Wagner, American actor, born in Detroit, Michigan. My favorite show, It Takes a Thief. 1967 to 1969. 2 years on the air.
I only knew him from Heart to Heart. I think that was in the 80s.
Yeah, he was about 50. He's 92 or 93. Yeah, he's getting up there. He was on NCIS.
Right.
He played Michael Weatherly's daddy. In that. Mark Spitz, 1950. He was an American swimmer. Won 7 Olympic gold medals. 1955. Greg Norman, Australian golfer, won the British Open in 86 and 93. 1961, George Stephanopoulos, American journalist, political commentator, and works for ABC. And 1967, Laura Dern, American actress, born in Los Angeles, California, known for Jurassic Park. Birthdays around here today: David Martin, Missy Faye, Ronnie Henderson, Sharon Northern, John Strachner, and Maura White. Yesterday, we had Dave Gober, Deanne Middleton, Chuck Morris, Matt Stiles, Sherman Boyd, Sean Brown, Ellen Slicker, Lucy Woods, Tom Beckwith, and Marion Wells.
Wow, what a list we've got so far. Add to the list. Call or text in now, 615-893-1450. We'll announce everybody at 8 o'clock and give away some Nanner Pudding.
Well, today is National Have a Brownie Day, so go get you a nice little chocolate brownie.
Oh, that sounds good. 6:55.
Checking your Rutherford County weather. For today, we're looking at lots of sunshine with a high near 52. As we head into tonight, rain showers likely return before midnight under cloudy skies with a low around 39, east-northeast winds at 5 to 10. As we head into Tuesday, rain showers look likely under cloudy skies with a high near 47, northeast winds around 5 miles per hour. Tuesday night, rain showers continue under cloudy skies, low around 40 degrees. I'm weatherology meteorologist Jay Marslick with your Wake Up Crew forecast. Right now, it's 32 degrees.
Hi, this is Stan with Parks Auction Company, and by now you've probably heard our commercials and know that we are committed to helping you increase your investments. Call 896-4600 to set an appointment with me or one of my team members. That's 896-4600. Parks Auction Company. We handle everything.
Good morning. Still trying to clean up a couple of wrecks we had out here earlier. It remains a little bit busy, but it's moving better on 24 westbound up to the Antioch area there at Hickory Hollow Parkway. Coming in from Murfreesboro, Rutherford County is starting to load up in that area. As you head towards Nashville, it's gotten a little bit heavier. 65 south here at Trinity Lane. Whether you need a new roof repair, roof inspection, anything happening with your roof, call Independent Roofing Specialists today. Check out irsroofs.com. I'm Commander Chuck with your on-time traffic.
Broadcasting from the Middle Tennessee Electric Studios, MTE serves members with more than just electricity. Their community outreach team works with schools, parents, and students to provide engaging and unique learning experiences. MTE serving to make life better since 1936.
Ascension St. Thomas Heart is the leader in Middle Tennessee for heart care, providing the most advanced options, including heart surgery and transplants. Our nationally recognized cardiac team cares for more adult hearts than anyone in the state, from AFib to heart failure, using minimally invasive options when possible to help shorten recovery, making Ascension St. Thomas Heart your first choice for routine heart care and cardiac emergencies. Schedule a heart screening or find a cardiologist at ascension.org/St. Thomas Heart.
My grandmother and Ms. Adams were best friends. She said, "Betty, you need to come to Adams Place. You'd love it."
We're talking with Betty Kirksey.
They go above and beyond of what their job is. I wish Miss Adams was still living so I could tell her, "You were right. It is where I should be, and it's very nice."
I'm Terry Deal. Call me for more information about Adams Place, located at 1927 Memorial Boulevard, across from Walmart.
3 consecutive times wasn't exactly a charm for Kansas City.
And 2-time defending Super Bowl champion!
And neither was John Hamm's intro. Yikes. That audio there, courtesy of Fox Sports. Another Super Bowl in the books with the Philadelphia Eagles for the win.
At Progressive, we're making things even easier. We'll help you bundle your home and car insurance together so you can save on both. Learn more at Progressive.com or 1-800-PROGRESSIVE.
The Wake Up Crew, WGNS. With John Dinkins, Brian Barrett, and Dalton Barrett.
6:58, Dalton.
Yes.
We're fixed to put a bow on the 6 o'clock hour.
Wrap it up.
Yeah, and hand it over to...
We're about to take it and toss it in the toilet and flush it down.
That happens in about 11 minutes.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Brian Gaither is today's Good Neighbor of the Day for keeping the county safe with his hard work and dedication at Rutherford County EMS. Brian Gaither will receive flowers from Jenny Harrison and the family over at Ryan Flowers Coffee and Gifts and News Radio WGNS.
And it's actually super easy to nominate someone as our Good Neighbor of the Day. Yeah, it is. Text the word neighbor to 615-893-1450 to get those into us. Same phone number, get your birthdays or anniversaries into us as well as WGNSradio.com/birthdays. And you can go ahead and get those in now, birthdays and anniversaries, so we can give away a delicious bowl of banana pudding from our friends at Slick Pig Barbecue.
Well, you know, the city of Murfreesboro is conducting the special census, and now uniformed Murfreesboro police officers are knocking on the doors if you haven't filled yours out. So you can go to murfreesborocensus.com and fill out your form, or they'll come by to take your information. But uniformed officers, not just anybody off the street.
Yeah, don't want that.
No.
You know. By the way, spell neighbor Neighbor.
Correct.
Portions of our programming have been pre-recorded. The Good Neighbor Network, WGNS, Murfreesboro, Smyrna, flagship station for MTSU Sports. Courthouse clock time, 7 o'clock.
Eagles win Super Bowl.
We got a bit of a blowout, so I'm hyped about that.
New tariffs.
Any steel coming into the United States.
Halting production.
Stop making new pennies.
Good morning. I'm Steve Kathan with the CBS World News Roundup.
E-G-L-E-S, Eagles!
Celebration in Philadelphia as the Eagles fly high at Super Bowl 59 with a convincing 40-22 win over the Kansas City Chiefs, denying the two-time defending champs a chance at a historic Super Bowl three-peat. CBS's Nate Burleson in New Orleans.
It was a defensive masterclass by the Philadelphia Eagles.
Intercepted! Picked up by Cooper DeJean! DeJean is in
22-year-old rookie Cooper DeJean becoming the first player to score a Super Bowl touchdown on his birthday. The hits kept coming for Kansas City's Patrick Mahomes.
Here's Mahomes. Four-man rush over the middle, and it's intercepted again!
The three-time Super Bowl MVP had 3 turnovers.
Mahomes sacked again!
And was sacked 6 times, the most in his career.
Just didn't play to my standard, and I have to be better next time.
On the flip side,
Hurts going deep!
His quarterback counterpart stole the show. Jalen Hurts vanquished the demons from a Super Bowl loss 2 years ago to these very same Chiefs. Hurts will now forever be called a Super Bowl MVP.
Couldn't be here without my teammates. You know, the effort, the determination everybody displayed to get to this point.
We caught up with one of those star teammates on the field after the game. Saquon Barkley, also celebrating his birthday.
Feels amazing. Football royalty, you can never take it away from us, and it took a team effort.
Along with the game, there were the pricey Super Bowl ads and the much-anticipated halftime show.
A little more spirit on the, on the charge next time.
Ben and Casey Affleck poured us a cup of Dunkin', part of their Super Bowl campaign Sunday.
Oh, my gosh.
Oh, boy.
So good.
Hellman's gave us that When Harry Met Sally reunion with Meg and Billy. It got a little weird, too, with Mountain Dew's half seal, half well seal commercial.
Girls don't play football.
They do where I'm from.
And the NFL dropping their own spot, too, in a major push for women's flag football.
It's your Uncle Sam.
Samuel L. Jackson bringing Kendrick Lamar to the Super Bowl stage, launching into a medley of his hits, including Squabble Up and Luther. With frequent collaborator SZA, but it was that will he or won't he moment that brought the house down. Going into his now infamous Drake diss track, Not Like Us, which is at the center of a defamation suit being brought on by Drake. Matt Wolf, CBS News.
President Trump was at the Super Bowl but left at halftime. But before going, he made it clear there will be new U.S. tariffs on steel and aluminum entering the country that he will formally announce today.
Any steel coming into the United States is going to have a 25% tariff. What about aluminum, sir? Aluminum, too.
CBS News business analyst Jill Schlesinger tells us new retaliatory tariffs from China are taking effect today.
The Chinese government has retaliated with levies of up to 10 to 15% of $14 billion worth of U.S. goods. Those goods include things that we export, like liquefied natural gas, coal, and crude oil, farm equipment, and some automotive goods.
In a Fox News interview, President Trump said he is serious about wanting Canada to become the 51st state. He also said he has not seen enough action from Canada and Mexico to stave off the tariffs he has threatened to impose but delayed. CBS's Nancy Cordes has the latest from Washington on the broad Trump actions targeting several phases of government.
President Trump hailed the deep cuts his team has already made, just 3 weeks into his term.
Our government has not functioned properly for many, many years.
After decimating USAID, the agency that distributes humanitarian and development aid abroad, the Trump administration now appears poised to do the same to the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau. CFPB headquarters has been ordered closed the entire upcoming week after billionaire Elon Musk posted CFPB RIP. Congress established the agency 13 years ago to shield consumers from predatory banks and lenders. So far, Musk's cost-slashing operation, known as DOGE, has sought data from or sent employees into at least 11 different federal agencies. President Trump says he has at least 2 more in mind.
I'm going to tell him very soon, like maybe in 24 hours, to go check the Department of Education. He's going to find the same thing. Then I'm going to go to the military.
CBS's Linda Kenyon tells us President Trump has directed the Treasury to stop minting new pennies.
In a post on Truth Social, Trump cited the cost of producing the 1-cent coin, writing, "For far too long, the United States has minted pennies, which literally cost us more than 2 cents. This is so wasteful." He added, "Let's rip the waste out of our great nation's budget, even if it's a penny at a time."
It's 5 minutes after the hour.
Think O'Reilly Auto Parts for all your car care needs. Get the parts and service you need fast from the professional parts people at O'Reilly Auto Parts.
Have you Googled yourself lately? Are there negative posts from an ex-employee or from a former client? Maybe an outdated news article or sensitive personal information about your family? Search engines don't always get it right. For right or wrong, it's your reputation on the line. That's where Reputation Defender by Norton comes in. one of the most trusted names in online reputation repair. Reputation Defender has been fixing people's search results for over 15 years. Their cutting-edge approaches help you to wipe away unwanted information in your search results. They also promote the good stuff so that it rises to the top, helping you put your best foot forward. Your good name is too valuable to leave to the whims of a Google algorithm. Take control with Reputation Defender. You can start by getting your free reputation report card at reputationdefender.com or call 800-401-6681 to speak to an expert. That's 800-401-6681.
President Trump has a 53% approval rating in a new CBS News YouGov poll 3 weeks into his term. CBS News Director of Surveys, Anthony Salvanto.
70% of people say he's doing what he promised. The idea of deporting those in the country illegally continues to be popular. People are still sensitive to price increases. What we find now is 2/3 of people saying that they don't think the administration is focused enough on lowering prices. The idea of the U.S. taking over Gaza is not seen as a good idea.
Vice President Vance and a Chinese vice premier are among the people from 100 countries attending a 2-day artificial intelligence summit in Paris. Our tech contributor, Ian Scher.
The questions facing world leaders are not just about the future of AI, but also about which companies and countries lead the industry.
Opening statements today at the trial of the 27-year-old man charged with trying to fatally stab author Salman Rushdie at a 2022 speaking event in Western New York. Legal analyst Thane Rosenbaum.
It's hard to understand why this case is even going to trial, why the defendant did not accept a plea. There is video of the encounter and photographs, and 15 witnesses are being called to testify.
Time on the roundup, 8 past the hour.
Jackson Hewitt makes taxes feel like a yacht rock song.
April breeze, give me my biggest tax refund, please. You, me, and a lifetime accuracy guarantee.
And now get $100 just to try Jackson Hewitt. Does your tax person do that?
Say goodbye to that no guarantee tax guy.
Ready to sail through tax season? Go to Jackson Hewitt and you'll be limited time offer for new clients. Participating locations only. Terms at jacksonhewitt.com.
Something amazing is happening here. Scientists are using AI to study how whales talk to each other. CDW experts can give researchers the power to process complex data with HP workstations, advanced by AMD Ryzen Threadripper Pro processors. With easier handling of AI workloads, your organization can bring powerful insights to the surface. Make amazing happen. HP, AMD, and CDW. Learn more at cdw.com/HPAMD.
Get the latest national news all day from CBS News Radio, right here on News Radio WGNS. I'm Steve Kathan. Now back to Brian, John, and Dalton for more of the Wake Up Crew.
Thanks, Steve. I'm Brian Barrett, joined by John Dinkins and Dalton Barrett. It's the second hour of the Wake Up Crew here this morning. Straight ahead, also a check of traffic and weather together. This update is brought to you by locally owned and operated Toots.
This is Wade Hayes from Toots Restaurants, and our family is just honored and blessed to be part of this community for 40 years.
Hi, this is Nick Hayes with Toots Restaurants. After 40 years, we still got them. $6.99 daily lunch specials. Stop by Toots.com and check them out.
Thank you for dining with us since 1985.
Thank you, Rutherford County.
Thank you for dining with us for 40 years.
Good food and fun. Toots. Good food and fun.
Checking your Rutherford County weather. For today, we're looking at lots of sunshine with a high near 52. As we head into tonight, rain showers likely return before midnight under cloudy skies with a low around 39. East-northeast winds at 5 to 10. As we head into Tuesday, rain showers look likely under cloudy skies with a high near 47. Northeast winds around 5 miles per hour. Tuesday night, rain showers continue under cloudy skies, low around 40 degrees. I'm weatherology meteorologist Jay Marslick with your Wake Up Crew forecast. Right now it's 30 degrees.
We're excited to announce that Capstar Bank is now officially a division of Old National Bank. Old National Bank in Murfreesboro at 2230 Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Boulevard. Old National Bank, ready to serve you.
Old National Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Good morning. Starting to load up a little bit more volume up through the Antioch area. It's been busy from some earlier problems. Just right on schedule for this time of the morning out of Murfreesboro, Rutherford County, up through Antioch on 24 westbound. As it continues to build, 24, especially there at the Jolton exit, eastbound 24 at Whites Creek Pike. Expect that to get a little bit busier, probably the next 15-20 minutes. Prince's Hot Chicken has live entertainment every Wednesday night from 6 to 9. You're invited. Go by and see them or check out the menu today at princeshotchicken.com. I'm Commander Chuck with your on-time traffic.
This is Kim Dunaway from Sunshine Nutrition Center. You hear me on Monday mornings at 7:20 talking about how to lead a healthier lifestyle. We carry supplements, personal care, and grocery items at both our Murfreesboro and Smyrna locations, family owned and operated since 1989.
The Wake Up Crew, WGNS.
It's me, Mario, and you're listening to The Wake Up Crew on News Radio WGNS with John Dinkins, Brian Barrett, and Dalton Barrett.
Here we go!
Back on the Wake Up Crew from News Radio WGNS, hour number 2, kicking off here of the Wake Up Crew on a Monday morning. It is the 10th day of February, episode 1590 of the Wake Up Crew. Glad you're along with us. Brian and John and Dalton, we're all here having a grand old time this morning. I'm glad you're with us too. Valentine's Day, City Teacher Work Day. It's this coming Friday, so it's a 4-day week for the city. Next week, too, because you're off for President's Day. So you got 4 days in a row, at least the kiddos. And no school on Monday, a week from today, for the county or the city. So got that, and banks and all that stuff will be closed up. We're going to jump right into our song of the day. This week, John decided, at the end of last week, we had a conversation about what should we do for song of the day? You know, you could do love songs, but I mean, there's so many of those. So the criteria is the song has to have the word Valentine in the title. And here's one from Paul McCartney.
She said that someday soon the sun was gonna shine. And she was right. This love of mine, my Valentine.
So that's Paul McCartney, My Valentine. Apparently that song features Natalie Portman, too, at some portion in it.
Who?
Natalie Portman.
Yeah.
Were you familiar with that song at all?
My Valentine by Paul McCartney.
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
He sounds... how old is... When did that song come out?
I have no idea.
Because it sounds...
70-ish.
I was going to say
Wings.
his voice sounds older.
Oh, really? I thought it sounded younger. Okay.
Let's see. My Valentine.
Well, if you're Sir Paul McCartney, you can write a song. It doesn't matter if it's a hit or not. You just write songs.
It looks like 2012.
Yeah.
Oh, you're right.
He sounds...
Well, that's why it also has Natalie Portman in it.
It was probably for a movie, if I had to guess.
Maybe.
Well, it was off an album because she was in some of those videos he did. She was in one, I think.
His 15th studio album, Kisses on the Bottom, from 2012.
And I think she was in a video, a music video with it.
It charted multiple countries throughout mainland Europe. Number 38 in Belgium.
Really?
Yep. Peaked in the U.S. at number 19 on the Billboard Adult Contemporary chart.
Oh, you're kidding me. That song?
Yeah, that song. Now, on the Adult Contemporary chart.
Yeah.
It's not the Hot 100, I guess.
Correct.
Difference there.
It's guys like old geezers like me that like that song, you know.
Well, yeah.
Adult
whoever's listening to adult contemporary music.
I guess they play it in places.
You need to. You're 50.
Yeah, you're old now.
Yeah, you need to start listening to that.
Okay.
Well, wouldn't he'd be like AC/DC is his old people music, you know?
Yeah. Debbie Gibson.
Yeah. Right.
What's the other one?
80s.
Tiffany.
80s and 90s country.
Mm-hmm.
Because our age group kind of went to country.
Michael Bublé
90s.
has a version of this song that released last year of My Valentine.
I bet he sings that good. Yeah. Why didn't we get that copy? Okay, maybe it's on here. Maybe it'll be here this week.
I doubt it.
We don't have it 3 days.
Are we going to get the Sinatra song, the Valentine's Day Sinatra song? Is that one going to be on the list?
I don't know.
You know what, Dalton? I hate to tell you this, but one thing bothers him is when you start questioning the song of the day.
It also really bothers him when you don't let him read the paper he's holding in his hand. And you just keep
Well, I
talking.
must do this.
I don't think so.
Wow. My friend Wild Bill Hockenberry sent me an email.
He just stole that from you. You just off air, like 2 minutes ago, said, I think I'm going to start calling him Wild Bill Hockenberry.
Yeah,
and he stole it instantly.
And he stole it, which is what he's done throughout a lot of his career, stolen a lot of my things.
That's crazy.
You know,
that was wild.
You know, this show itself, you know where the idea started? It didn't start with Brian. It started with me. And then he took it and ran and made it, whatever.
Made it what it is today.
I wouldn't brag about that.
So Mitchell Nielsen is where he's the PE teacher. And two of their students, Kinsley Bass, a 6th grader, and Jeremy Bass, a 4th grader, won a contest to bring Nash to class. So the mascot for the Predators. And they came out, News 2 came out and filmed a thing from Mitchell Nielsen last week, I think, or January 30th. And so it's going to be tomorrow, a Local On 2 announcement about them being the winners. And then on Wednesday, there's going to be a Facebook preview. And I think they're going to be on, the segment is going to be on the Local On 2 between 2 and 3 on Thursday. So little highlight of Mitchell Nielsen.
Wow, Bill's going to be on.
I don't know if
Local
he
On
is,
2?
but I know the school is. And you know, he's all about Mitchell Nielsen.
I'd love to get on Local On 2. I'd love to be on this show.
Local On 2? Is that like their midday
two
show?
Two girls are on there, and they interview different
it's like
sponsors.
their talk type show.
Yeah, a lot of sponsors, a lot of like restaurants and stuff. So we could go on there one day, couldn't we, Brian?
We could promote the show.
Sure. Yeah.
Go on there and do a little wake up crew thing.
But we need something charitable to go on there, like do something for charity.
I'm kind of needy.
Well,
I'm kind of in need.
You are. He stole Wild Bill Hockenberry from me.
That was crazy. I've never heard it happen that fast.
I know. It's usually
He's stolen plenty of stuff, but
it usually takes 2 or 3
normally
weeks.
what happens is he forgets that you said it, and then he'll be like, I heard this, and this sounds really good. And then he'll steal it. This time it was instant.
He has no morals anymore.
And he's wearing his V-neck.
Okay. I don't like boiled eggs, but they have cracked, pun intended, the code on the perfect boiled egg.
Oh, took them long enough.
There was
been boiling eggs since like caveman times.
A study on this. Now you have to be patient because you have to repeatedly switch the egg from hot boiling water to lukewarm water for about a half an hour. But you switch it from pan to pan, and apparently it is the perfect boiled egg.
Huh.
So, if you want to look that up, the perfect boiled egg takes more than a half an hour to cook.
I wish I liked boiled eggs. I'm not a big fan.
I'm not a fan either.
Yeah.
Not for me.
There is a way you can do it for about 15 minutes in the air fryer, and they come out pretty good too, which is interesting
better.
too. Okay, Sunshine Nutrition, straight ahead after sports.
This is News Radio WGNS, Prime Time Sports.
Sponsored by the law offices of John Day.
From the Fox Sports Studios in Los Angeles, here's Steve DeSager.
Domination from the Philadelphia Eagles in Super Bowl 59, beating up the Chiefs. 40-22 was the final. It wasn't that close.
Going to run some clock, or maybe throw the dagger. Hurts going deep for it all. Devontae Smith, he has got it. Touchdown.
So the Eagles led 34-0 late third quarter, 40-22 the final. Jalen Hurts with 3 total touchdowns was named Super Bowl MVP. On the ground, 11 carries, 72 yards rushing for Hurts. That's a Super Bowl record for a quarterback rushing the ball. It was a halftime lead of 24-0 Philadelphia, and Kansas City only had 1 first down in the first half. Among the 3 NBA games Sunday, Milwaukee beat Philadelphia 135-127. Damian Lillard scored 43 points. Giannis Antetokounmpo was out again and will be out through the All-Star break with a sore calf. Anthony Davis of Dallas could miss multiple weeks.
Welcome to the Restore. What are you looking for today?
I'm looking for a new sofa.
We got it here at the Restore.
Find it at the Restore.
If you need trim or molding, come on down here to see us at the Restore.
We got it at the Habitat Restore.
And all of our lighting is 50% off here at the Restore.
We got it.
Remember, we got it today, but it may be gone tomorrow.
The Habitat Restore at 850 Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Boulevard in Murfreesboro.
Do you love to read?
Love to read.
Tell us about the library at Adams Place.
We have an amazing library. It's like a library at a big estate. You know, there are just so many books. You just come, pick out one you want, take it home, read it, take it back. It's just great.
Hi, this is Terry Deal at Adams Place. Call me for more information about Adams Place. Phone 615-904-9111.
Adams Place on Memorial, across from Walmart.
This is a paid legal ad.
Hi, this is John Day of the Law Offices of John Day. I've lived and worked as a lawyer in Middle Tennessee for over 30 years, and to me, every single day has been an honor. That's why our firm is so involved with community programs like bicycle helmet giveaways and our Safe Ride Home program. At the Law Offices of John Day, we're not just looking to make donations. We want to make a difference in the community we hold so dear. And if you're ever injured, know that we are here for you too.
When it comes to your home, memories and sentimental value are priceless. Farrah Construction can remodel your home or can update your kitchen, bath, or other rooms. I'm Ron Hall. If you can dream it, Farrah Construction can turn it into reality. Call Farrah Construction at 615-893-6120. That's Farrah Construction. I'm Ron Hall. Shop local. Let our family business help you. Farrah Construction Company.
Over the next 5 minutes, we're going to learn a few tips and ideas on how you can get healthy. Here's today's Sunshine Nutrition segment featuring Kim Hillsman Dunaway.
This month, what are we talking about?
So we're going to continue our conversation for Heart Month. We're going to continue the conversation about cholesterol. Last week, I really focused on diet. And so let's talk this week about some supplements that can be used instead. So for starters, the most popular drug, statin drugs. They're always like number 1, 2 in terms of the most heavily prescribed drugs. So some people do very well on statin drugs. A lot of people do not. They do cause quite a bit of side effects, particularly with the neuromuscular system. And so people complain about having different body pains and muscular pains. So one way to prevent that is to take CoQ10. CoQ10 is a supplement. It's excellent for your heart. It's a very good antioxidant. It can also help with things like gum disease, which we know has a connection with the heart also. But a statin drug depletes your body of CoQ10. It's actually something that your body makes. And so that's what causes a lot of the side effects. And so if you're on a statin drug, I would highly encourage you to consider taking a CoQ10 supplement with that to mitigate the side effects, right? Now, if you're looking for a complete alternative to a statin drug and it's okay with your doctor, then the first place to look oftentimes is a product called red yeast rice. When people first hear that, they think that that's literally a rice that they're going to cook and eat. Right? It's a supplement. It comes in a capsule form or it comes in a tablet form. Typically, you take about 1,200 milligrams a day. Some people can have results with a lower dose. Some people need up to 2,400 milligrams a day to have results. But it has phenomenal results, and it has, in the entire time that I have been running the stores, almost 20 years at this point, has been the highest success rate for cholesterol naturally. So that is a really, really good place to go. It also comes combined with CoQ10 also, which is not a bad idea. So that's one of the top things. Now, it's not the only thing. A lot of times I'm also going to recommend that somebody do a fish oil. Fish oil does not specifically lower cholesterol, but what it will do is increase your body's good cholesterol. So we know that there are usually 3 different numbers that they're looking for with the cholesterol number. You've got your LDL, which is bad. You've got your VLDL, which is very bad. And then you've got your HDL, which is good. Your helpful cholesterol, that's protective, that's helping to control some inflammation and protect your heart, whereas those other ones, not so much. And so as we talked about last week, lowering the saturated fat content is tremendously helpful from a diet perspective, but the fish oil is going to help increase the good cholesterol, which is very protective. So that's another supplement that's very, very helpful. And then within that, there's lots of other opportunities as well. There's plant sterols that are very good for cholesterol. Bergamot is a citrus fruit that's also very good for cholesterol. It's increased in popularity over the last 5 years or so. There's also garlic, which is a long-standing tradition that can be use for cholesterol also. So there's all of those different options that people can use as an alternative if their cholesterol is higher than they want it to be.
For a lot of these, if somebody is not very good at taking pills, they're not very good at taking tablets, can this stuff be dissolved in somebody's drink each morning?
So good question. Honestly, most supplements come in some type of liquid or powder form. I've never seen a red yeast rice in a liquid or powder form. It does come in a capsule that you could open up, and it does come in a tablet that could be crushed. So those are options that you have. CoQ10 is a little bit more challenging because it naturally a lot of times is in a oil base, like a soft gel that you would have to like poke a hole in. Does make it a little bit easier to swallow, but that one might be a little bit more challenging to dissolve in something. But you can get liquid versions of CoQ10. So yeah, it definitely is an issue for some people that with a swallowing reflex, for instance. There are alternatives always to all of these types of products.
What are some of the other side effects somebody may have with some of those statin medications? I mean, like tiredness or feeling weak or lethargic. Are those things that go along with it, or are those things that go away eventually?
Side effects is such an interesting thing because a lot of them have like sometimes 30 different problems that you could have. I mean, if you get onto the National Institute of Health and they list all the adverse reactions that happen from all of these different types of things, it can vary widely from headache to gastrointestinal distress in different ways. And so the best way to sort of mitigate that is when you do start something, don't start a lot of things all at once. Don't start a cholesterol medication with ideally, with a blood pressure medication, with an anticoagulant, because then if you do have problems, it's difficult to know exactly which one caused it. It's ideal to start something, usually a couple of days apart if possible. And I would tell people to do the same thing with supplements, right? That way you're not trying to figure out what it was that caused the reaction. You're able to sort of pinpoint exactly what it was. Because that's usually the first place you're going to look if somebody says, hey, I have this rash and I broke out, what changed, right? What did you do differently? And so it can manifest in a lot of different ways for different people. Some people, will get the same dosage if they're 350 pounds and somebody else is 120 pounds. I mean, obviously, that can be a huge difference in terms of weight. And so all of those things are things that you want to look at and be really aware of, and your pharmacist oftentimes is going to be the best source of information for side effects.
And again, we've been talking with Kim Hillsman Dunaway from Sunshine Nutrition Center in both Murfreesboro and Smyrna. What are the addresses of each location?
So here in Murfreesboro, it's 621 at South Church Street, and then in Smyrna, we're located at 901 Rock Springs Road.
Sunshine Nutrition Center, with locations in Murfreesboro and Smyrna.
We're broadcasting from the Middle Tennessee Electric Studios. Looking for a better internet provider? Try United Communications, part of Middle Tennessee Electric. Want to take control of your energy consumption? You can do that through MyMTE. Fully control your account like never before. The free MyMTE mobile app. Visit MTE.com.
Looking for a lift kit for your truck or Jeep and need the right experts to install it? Look no further than Tire World. In Murfreesboro, Smyrna, and Laverne.
Tire World, we keep your family rolling.
Is your saving for retirement strategy involving the phrase, I'll get around to it someday? If so, we need to talk. Hi, I'm Edward Jones Financial Advisor Lee Colvin, and when it comes to meeting your goals, time can be on your side, and there's no better time than now to get started towards your retirement goals. Give us a call, Lee Colvin, at 615-907-7056. Edward Jones, Making Sense of Investing, member SIPC.
Residents at the Villages of Murfreesboro say it best.
She has the exercise in the morning. She can get her hair done here. She saw a podiatrist here. So there's a lot of opportunities. And like I said, she knows when the lunches are. She can get up for breakfast if she wants. There's a calendar she gets, a monthly calendar that has events for each day, but there's always something to do.
I'm Hope Rogers. Visit the Villages of Murfreesboro. I'd love to give you a tour. The Villages of Murfreesboro is located at 2550 Willow Oak Trail.
Hey y'all, it's Taylor with Bell Jewelers, and I'm here to invite you to shop with us at Bell Jewelers this Valentine's. We have beautiful things on sale this Valentine's season. Spend $99 or more on a piece of jewelry. We're giving you gift cards to the Murfreesboro Flower Shop, Nurture Nook Spa, and Five Senses. So you get flowers, spa, dinner, and candy with your purchase of $99 or more at Bell Jewelers.
Broadcasting from the Middle Tennessee Electric Studios, MTE Sharing Change has now donated more than $11 million to local nonprofits assisting worthy causes in our community. MTE, serving to make life better since 1936.
The Wake Up Crew, WGNS. With Brian Barrett, John Dinkins, and Dalton Barrett.
All right, we are at 7:30 here on this Monday morning. John, we've got birthdays, right?
Oh, we got a bunch of them. Dave Gober had one yesterday, along with Deanne Middleton, Chuck Morris, Matt Stiles, Sherman Boyd, Sean Brown, Ellen Slicker, Lucy Woods, Tom Beckwith, and Marion Wells. Today, David Martin, Missy Fay, Ronnie Henderson, Sharon Northern, John Strachner, and Maura White.
And if you or someone you know shares a birthday with any of these folks, go ahead and get them into us. 615-893-1450 is the phone number. WGNSradio.com/birthdays, that's the website. And a delicious bowl of banana pudding from Slick Pig Barbecue, that's the prize. So go ahead and get them in.
All right, I want to remind you that the Murfreesboro Special Census is going on now, and uniformed Murfreesboro firefighters will be knocking on the doors starting this week to collect all the addresses and names and things. But you can go ahead and get signed up at murfreesborocensus.com. murfreesborocensus.com.
Checking your Rutherford County weather. For today, we're looking at lots of sunshine with a high near 52. As we head into tonight, rain showers likely return before midnight under cloudy skies with a low around 39. East-northeast winds at 5 to 10. As we head into Tuesday, rain showers look likely under cloudy skies with a high near 47. Northeast winds around 5 miles per hour. Tuesday night, rain showers continue under cloudy skies, low around 40 degrees. I'm weatherology meteorologist Jay Marslick with your Wake Up Crew forecast. Right now, it's 30 degrees.
Morning, it's still a bit heavy trying to get in from Murfreesboro and Rutherford County right now up through the Antioch area on 24 westbound as it continues to build down from the north on 65 southbound as you come out of Portland through that section of Robertson County down into Sumner County as it starts to load up over here on 40 westbound there at Hermitage. All that traffic coming in from Wilson County. Prince's Hot Chicken has new items on the menu. Check them all out at princeshotchicken.com. I'm Commander Chuck with your on-time traffic.
Now an update from the WGNSradio.com News Center.
In DeKalb County, the city of Smithville is moving forward with a new automated school zone traffic enforcement system. This comes after Murfreesboro's decision to end its contract with a red light camera company several years ago, leaving about $2.5 million in unpaid fines. Smithville officials recently held a meeting to explain the new system, which will monitor speed in school zones using LiDAR technology. City Attorney Vester Parsley detailed how residents can appeal tickets issued by the system, explaining that a hearing will be held in city court, where a representative from the technology company Blue Line will present evidence. If the court rules against the city, the case will be dismissed. However, if upheld, the city will receive $25 from the $50 fine, with the remaining $25 going to Blue Line. Before the system is implemented, a traffic study will be conducted, paid for by the Blue Line, although the city will hire an independent company for the job. To ensure drivers are aware, new signage will be installed in the school zones, providing ample warning for motorists to reduce their speed. Meanwhile, in Murfreesboro, Big Lots is continuing its operations despite filing for Chapter 11 bankruptcy in September 2024. The discount retailer chain has reached an agreement to keep hundreds of its stores open, including the Murfreesboro location at 1262 Northwest Broad Street, which is currently holding a clearance sale. As part of a deal with Gordon Brothers retail partners, Variety Wholesalers Incorporated plans to acquire between 200 and 400 Big Lots stores, continuing to operate under the Big Lots brand. The financial struggles attributed to inflation and high interest rates affected consumer spending on home and seasonal products. While a final list of store closures has not been confirmed, the Murfreesboro store is not currently slated for closure, though the nearby Smyrna location has not made the cut. That's all for now. I'm Dalton Barrett, and I'll talk to you later.
The Good Neighbor Network, on air and online at WGNSradio.com. Rutherford County's most trusted source for local news.
Got a hankering for a meal that feels just like food Grandma made? For 20 years, Jeff's family-friendly restaurant has been dishing out homemade favorites.
I had the pork chop, and it was very, very good.
Oh, this is great food. Well pleased with, well cooked, give you an ample amount.
Jeff's is open 11 to 6 daily except Tuesdays and 11 to 5 Sundays. Located at 467 South Hancock Street, just off MLK Boulevard. Once you try it, you'll be back for more.
I think it's the best food in town.
Jeff's family-friendly restaurant on Hancock Street.
All right, guys, it's Scott. If you're feeling tired, lacking motivation and drive, gaining weight, or noticing a loss of muscle mass, these could all be signs of low testosterone. Don't wait. Find out now. At Low T Center here in Murfreesboro on Medical Center Parkway, they make it easy to get your levels checked. And with their on-site lab, you'll get those results back in about 25 minutes. Low T Center is not a typical doctor's office. Their physicians specialize in treating low testosterone with customized therapy, or TRT, for each patient. The experts at Low T Center have over a decade of experience helping patients achieve life-changing results. And most health insurance is accepted for treatment. For established patients with stable T levels, they also offer a convenient physician-monitored self-inject treatment plan that ships directly to your home each month without the need to come into the office for weekly visits. And at Low T Center, you can also get your health evaluated for treatment with prescription GLP-1 weight loss medications. Yep, you can lose weight. Get back to your best. Go to lowtcenter.com to book your appointment today. That's lowtcenter.com. Low T Center, reinventing men's health care.
The Wake Up Crew, WGNS. With Brian Barrett, John Dinkins, and Dalton Barrett.
All right, welcome back to the Wake Up Crew here on News Radio, WGNS. And now it is time to play an exciting game of
Where in the World? You will have 3 clues, and you will name a city. And it is a city, but you will name the city in which this place is talking about. So, first one here. Clue number 1. Because of air traffic regulations, buildings in this city cannot be higher than 280 meters.
Washington, D.C.
Incorrect. And it's not just in the U.S., so keep that in mind. Any guesses?
No.
First one. Clue number 2. Home of the infamous Raffles Hotel.
Las Vegas?
Incorrect.
No.
And clue number 3, last clue. Located in the south of Malaysia.
Bombay. That's not even in Malaysia.
Singapore was the city.
Singapore.
Singapore, yes.
I don't think I'm going to like this game.
You liked it last time we played.
Oh,
but
did I?
Clue number 1. The city dates from 3000 BC, making it one of the oldest cities in the world.
Athens.
That is correct. Got it on first clue.
I don't know how. Sorry.
Clue number 1. Croissants originated from this city, not from Paris.
Belgium.
No.
Oh, that's the country.
Croissants.
Croissant.
Germany.
Incorrect. Clue number 2. Known as the birthplace of psychotherapy, as Sigmund Freud lived here for most of his career.
I should know this one. I've heard that before, too. I've heard where they say he's from. I don't know.
Clue number 3, final clue. Did you have a guess?
No.
Clue number 3. Home of Austria's largest palace.
Vienna.
That is correct.
Whoa.
It's 2-0.
I got that from the Freud thing.
I'm skipping the ones that I've never heard of the city before, just so you know. Clue number 1. This city's name is Hebrew for founded on peace.
Hebrew. That would make it what?
But it's a city.
It's a city.
Tel Aviv.
Incorrect. Any guess?
No, not yet.
The Dead Sea Scrolls are housed in the city's museum.
Oh. I think you're a deacon. You probably should need to answer this one. Dead Sea Scrolls are housed in the museum. One more clue.
Last clue. Home to the Wailing Wall, a sacred Jewish site.
Israel.
Close, but not quite. It is in Israel.
Nazareth.
No.
Bethlehem.
There's nothing in Nazareth. It is Jerusalem.
Jerusalem.
Yeah.
That's what I was going to say.
Jerusalem.
We had the country.
We were close.
Yeah.
Gained independence from the Republic of Geneva in 1297.
Okay. No guess.
No guess?
Republic of Geneva.
Uh-huh.
Okay. No guess.
Oh, I'm sorry. Genoa. Not Geneva. Genoa.
Switzerland.
No. It is the second smallest country in the world. It is still a city, but it also is the second smallest country in the world, apparently. Must be one of those where the like capital and the same name.
Yeah, like the Vatican.
Its casinos were featured in Casino Royale. You remember where Casino Royale takes place?
Royale.
It's got to be. That's a tough one. I don't know.
It's Monaco.
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 Okay. I was thinking Monte Carlo.
Well, started with AM.
Yeah.
The original route of the Orient Express ran from Paris to this city.
The Orient Express.
Beijing.
No.
It can't. It wouldn't. A train wouldn't be able to cross water from Paris to.
Well, it's the same continent.
No, I mean, yeah, but China.
Home of the Grand Bazaar, one of
Isn't
the
that Asia?
largest covered markets in the world.
I'm sorry, I wasn't listening.
Home of the Grand Bazaar, one of the largest covered markets in the world.
Better tell us. I don't
You're
know.
going to get it on this last clue. It used to be known as Constantinople.
Istanbul.
It's Istanbul, yes, that is correct.
Well, that is a rousing game of Where in the World.
Turn to Turner Security for your business or your home. With Turner on your team, you're never alone. For everything you need, all you gotta do is call. Turner's got it all. When you turn to Turner Security, powered by TechCore, you can leave your security issues at the door. Turn to Turner Security.
Hi, I'm Lee Colvin, your Edward Jones financial advisor. And while you've heard the saying, slow and steady wins the race, that same concept can be applied to long-term investing. Investing a little bit at a time on a regular basis can really add up. We call this systematic investing, and though it doesn't guarantee a profit or prevent a loss, it's a way to take advantage of market volatility instead of enduring it. Give me a call, Lee Colvin, at 615-907-7056. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
Hi, this is Trevor at Bell Jewelers. If you're looking for a new watch, we have Longines and Seiko. And then in the pre-owned market, we have pre-owned Rolexes and Tag. You can keep up to date with that on our Instagram and TikTok. If you're trying to sell your pre-owned Rolex, bring it by to Bell Jewelers and we'll give you an offer for it. And if you're looking for a pre-owned Datejust, Submariner or GMT, come to buy Bell Jewelers. We have those items here in store right now. Bell Jewelers, 821 Northwest Broad, across from Toots.
When is the right time to move to Adams Place? I have enjoyed Adams Place much better than living in my house after my wife passed away. What you're doing is you're getting people that you can interact with and have fun. Consider coming to Adams Place.
Hi, this is Terry Deal at Adams Place. Call me for more information about Adams Place. Phone 615-904-9111. Adams Place, across from Walmart.
The Wake Up Crew, WGNS.
With Brian Barrett, John Dinkins, and Dalton Barrett.
All right, wrapping things up here on the Wake Up Crew. Our time, 7:42, powered by Middle Tennessee Electric. This little show called the Wake Up Crew certainly is. Take charge of your account and energy usage with the My MTE app. Download it in the App Store, manage your account, enhance your energy habits. You can find it for both iOS and Android. I want to say good morning to our good neighbor of the day, Brian Gaither, today's good neighbor for keeping the county safe and all his hard work and dedication over at the Rutherford County EMS. Brian Gaither is the recipient of flowers today from Ryan Flowers Coffee and Gifts and the title for the day as Good Neighbor of the Day. You can nominate someone as Good Neighbor of the Day by texting neighbor to 615-893-1450. And you'll get a reply. Just tap on the link that's sent to you, fill it out, and send it back in. Submit button at the bottom. And if you'll save that in your favorites on your phone, you can go back to it each and every time. Send in those good neighbors. We do it each weekday morning.
Time for the dad joke of the day.
Replay.
Guys, do you know why ducks have tail feathers?
I don't know why.
To cover their butt quacks.
Oh.
Replay. Yeah, that's all.
It was just so simple, wasn't it? I mean,
It was very, very simple.
And he's confused because we answered it so quickly. Like, thumbs up, yeah.
He's he thinks he should have had a bigger reaction. That's what he thinks.
No.
He's never happy.
I'm surprised at the reaction that I got.
Never happy.
But,
Forgot to do our weigh-ins today.
No, we didn't. We're doing it tomorrow.
Oh.
Yeah, first thing in the morning.
Well, that doesn't mean we didn't forget to do it today.
Well, it makes more sense to do it on Tuesday. We're talking about food all day.
Uh-huh. Come on, get with the program, dude.
We haven't done that yet.
I just hope I don't. We did last week. I hope I don't
Because
gain
we forgot.
today or
Yeah,
tomorrow.
we forgot last week.
Right.
Huh?
I hope I don't gain a pound today.
Oh, I'm sure you won't. I'm sure you've got like 4, 5, 6 pounds.
He's been shooting up with Ozempic.
Right. I don't take Ozempic.
He's been using performance
We talked
enhancing drugs.
about the Super Bowl, what we did on Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Waffle House and Cracker Barrel kind of going at it a little bit on the egg thing. What do you got?
Do you see a problem with a 50-cent surcharge?
Not
per egg?
really, no.
No.
I think they would have been better off, though, just raising their prices a little bit.
Well, they just did that.
Oh, is that why?
About a year ago, and they got, people were upset.
Yeah.
And so they probably wanted to avoid doing it a second time, was probably what happened.
Well, all these chickens that are dying, I mean, they may be doing that surcharge for a while.
We may not have, they may go extinct.
I know.
But what about...
We'll have to start eating duck eggs.
Chickens. If we're losing chickens to bird flu, then the price of chicken meat and chicken
is
going
astronomical.
up. Yeah.
Yes.
And all these people that have chicken tenders and chicken fingers, what are they going to do?
Well, I think part of the thing is you can eat a sick chicken, but a sick chicken doesn't lay eggs. I think it's probably part of what's going on too.
Yeah, well, that makes sense.
But
yeah.
You know,
because you cook the chicken and
right,
yeah,
cooks
so
all the bacteria out and whatever.
Maybe we need a chicken hospital.
Maybe. I guess.
I think maybe you need to go to the hospital. Actually,
maybe you have the bird flu.
I think you need help.
We played Where in the World.
Yeah, boy.
Fun game today.
Wasn't it?
Your participation was amazing. I just want to say.
You would just ask a bunch of questions but never give an answer.
Well, I never.
I know I said Athens too fast. That was